I first came to West Ham in April 1942 when I was 6 years old.
All you remember when you were a little kid that age is the colours and people moving around and that.
It entrapped me, you know, the magic of the whole day out.
The whole area is changing, the demographics of it is changing.
We're losing a ground, we're losing all that heritage.
Nothing left for us, they've not offered us nothing, they'll give us a chance.
It's left a very bitter taste.
I mean, I'd like Newham to give me a £40 million loan, you know, to help me out.
They've basically brushed aside all the small businesses in the area.
The area is becoming gentrified and we're losing our sense of community.
Overlanders, so you get your fans in today's issue.
I've never been a vicar, right? I've been many things in my life, but I've never been a clergyman. However, I feel like a clergyman when I'm on the top of the steps. It's like a pulpit. It's an art, it's theatrical. Ooh. If a police horse comes along and does a poo on the floor, I say to everyone, like, watch out for the Park of Tottenham, and they all laugh, and you know, they might have heard it 1,000 times. You know, I'm a showman. Every time I come here and do my, you know, selling the OLS and that, I put in a show on.
Today's issue.
And I really buzz off that.
If we look out from our chapel window, we can see the thousands of people coming in for the matches. And occasionally, yes, some of these West Ham players have dropped in to get God's blessing. 2 weeks ago, while Mass was going on, someone came in to light a candle. The priest told us that he was the West Ham manager. Oh, we are very proud. We love to hear all these stories.
Everything about football, the feeling, the day out, the meeting, the talking about it, yeah, it goes through you, your old blood boils up.
These are members of West Ham's intercity firm. They're some of the most violent football hooligans in the country.
My life was pretty poor, and this was all I had. I was driving 20-ton lorries for gypsies when I was 14 years old, and lived homeless. I lived in a graveyard in Aldgate East, and I looked on the people that I was with as my family, because, like I said, I didn't have a very good family life at home.
It was scenes like this that prompted the police to investigate the notorious intercity firm, a gang who followed West Ham wherever they were playing.
I wanted to go to Russia when West Ham played Dynamo Tbilisi. I'd used up all my holidays, and the bloke who I was working for, he knew that. So what I did was, I put my coat on, I had 6 paracetamols down my neck, and I'd smashed my wrist with a club hammer. I wanted 2 weeks off, but I whacked it a couple of times and ended up with 27 weeks on full pay. I told him I fell down the stairs and he swallowed it. Going back now, I think one little tap might have done it, but that's how much I wanted to go, and I was prepared to go to any lengths to do that.
The family started the business in about 1927, and I'm the 4th generation that's been around to run it. We've got fathers bringing their children in where they had their fathers bringing them in for pie mash. It's almost like a thing that you do, you know, down the generations. It's not just a business, it's like a family. On a normal average day, it might be 100, 200 pies. On a match day, that can be upwards of sort of 800, even more. It goes hand in hand with a pint of beer and the programme that you buy, and you come and have pie and mash. It's just synonymous with the East End of London. Just like that.
After a match, we often meet our wives for a quiet drink in the local. It's a nice, friendly place. It's great to get together for an evening out.
Like Mr. and Mrs. Bobby Moore, looking at the local.
On a match day, this place is absolutely heaving, absolutely stonking. You're guaranteed to get, I would say, at least 400 to 500 people in here, yeah. Definite, for definite.
And it's all part of the day out, if you like. This has been the pub for West Ham Football Club for a long, long time. People come up on on the bus and have a look, see, have a pint, and just to say they'd been in the Boleyn. The whole area is changing. The old drinking East End culture is dying out.
There's not going to be nothing here whatsoever to actually show that the old ground was there, and they've even taken the statue as well now.
Yeah. We heard a whisper that Millwall fans were going to come over and decimate the statue, and I weren't prepared to let that happen. So I parked over there, and nothing happened, and it got to about 3 in the morning, and I got a bit pissed up when I went home, and got it from the old woman when I got in. Like, she thinks I'm cranky anyway, but I wasn't prepared to sit by and come over here on a Saturday morning and see that defaced. I used to live in this road. I think it's very important for people to look after where they live. Everything about where you live you should look after, wherever you come from. Obviously there's a lot more ethnic minorities living here now than there ever was before, but it was always basically like that. Hello Jeff.
Hello Phil.
It's crap here, but this is our crap, you know what I mean?
Get your X magazine. It's cheaper than an ex-wife. And all your Upton Park memories. Don't let them fade and die.
Straight back from Boyce. What a goal!
I was a local lad. There was only one club for me, and that was the one half a mile away, which was great. I spent 35 years of my working life at West Ham. I was often down the High Street in East Ham High Street. Everybody shouting out and what have you. Hey, get a win today, Boise, or something. They were all on your side, that's for sure. They were all so loyal, it wasn't true, you know. That's the three of us, Jeff Hurst, Eddie Bovington and myself, in Casadaris, the cafe in Barking Road. You'd get your senior players if you were a youngster, they are all sitting, so you're mixing with them as well. Always talking about football.
And almost in the last seconds of the game, West Ham inside right, Ronnie Boyce heads into the net.
When it goes up the other end, I have to watch it on my telly. Yeah, my boss used to have a seat in the Bobby Moore stand. So I used to get phone calls from him, like, he's sitting there freezing his bollocks off. I'm sitting in here in the warmth. Beer next to me, well away. It's a pity they're going. I have to buy a season ticket.
It's money.
It's money.
Money.
You need a nice ground now.
You need a nice ground, you need more people.
Not a community.
It can still be the community, but it's all about money now and television. They run football.
It would be sad to see them leave, because we won't have the joy of seeing the dads carrying their little children, training them to be West Ham supporters. The burger vans.
I get the smell of these burgers, which I just love. Oh, I'd love to go out there and say, could I have a burger, please?
Yeah, it will be very sad. They're going to miss us. They're going to really miss us. Yeah. I've got to give this back to Newham Council on May the 16th. They come and they take it away from me.
£4.
Right, so that's 8.50 change.
No one ain't come over to any of the traders, as far as I know, and said, look, we're moving, fellas. You know, do you want to move with us or blah, 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 whatever. You know what I mean? There's been none of that.
Whoever makes these decisions is obviously affecting not only us, but there's 40 or 50 other traders here who are in the same position.
I've been earning a living at this place, and now it's just been took away from us. Thanks very much, David Gold and O'Sullivan, but they ain't worried about us. He's got his money, and I haven't. That's the difference.
Hello, David. How are you, mate? Yeah, basically. Yeah, I've just had a conversation with David Gold. He was polite and he listened to everything I said, and he even said that he comes from the same background as what I do. You know, he started with a stall in Green Street. If anyone should know where I'm coming from, he should.
Well, going back a few years, we had a meeting that was hosted by West Ham, and they were quite keen to include us in any sort of move, and we were told we were an integral part of a match day. But nothing has ever come of it. We're still hoping that people will come and have their pie mash before travelling a mile or so up the road to watch the game in the new stadium.
When I think of the final match day, I'd like to escape that day. I'd like to hide. It's too painful. Part of me says, no, you've got to be there. You've got to support them. Go on, go out, get the burger, wave a flag. Take Patricia and we both say, why are you moving away?
I've got it in me will that when I die, that I go on the pitch, but now they're selling it, I'll be in the mango aisle in Safeways most probably. I mean, the grass is going to be sold, the seats are going to be sold. I think they've got extra stewards coming in so make people don't walk out with their seats. But I mean, if you've got 2 quarter-inch spanners with you, you're going to be away with one, aren't you, you know?
Is this right, I hear we get no more of this past the end of this season?
Nah, end of the season, done. 27 years of my life is encapsulated in that magazine. I'll always love West Ham, the real West Ham, but they're going to become a whole new club. They want to remove all memory, if you like, by changing the badge. They're changing almost the image. They're changing our history.
Some might say, well, you know, it's progress and blah, blah, blah. But the atmosphere, it might take a little while to get that back at the Olympic Stadium.
I love coming back here, it's like coming home. It's a symbol of what things used to be.
Yeah, boy!
You had a pride in your community, where you lived, in your gardens, your hedges. It's the pride that you have in yourself. Maybe it's my generation, my age group. I've got that pride and I will have that pride right to the bitter end. But now a lot of that ain't about no more.
Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.